Hello everybody. Welcome to seventh part of Introduction to Partnership. Now this is the last part in which we will be learning again preparation of P&L appropriation and partners capital. Before we start, let us go through the question first. Question number 11. Isha, Saraswati and Lakshmi are partners in firm sharing profits and losses in proportion of opening capital. On 1st April, means beginning of the year, balance of fixed capital accounts were 40 and 20,000, means this is the opening capital. As opening capital is 40,000, 20,000, ratio will be 4:4:2. If we further simplify it, resulting answer comes to 2:2:1. Now further, on same day, that is 1st April, balance of current accounts are given. Isha has credit balance of 5,000, Saraswati has credit balance of 4,000, whereas Lakshmi has debit balance of 3,000. Total drawings of partners during the year is 20,000. Out of total drawings individually, it is in proportion of 2:1:2. On 30th June, Isha has lent a loan of rupees 3,000. Isha partner has given loan of 3,000 on 30th June. So for this loan, interest will be charged for 9 months. And on 1st October 2000 to the firm in form of loan, means second time same partner has given loan. It was of 2,000 and the loan was given on 1st October. So interest will be charged for 6 months. On 30th November, Lakshmi introduced additional capital of rupees 12,000. Additional capital, so accordingly interest will be added on this value also. As per partnership deed, we are required to provide interest on capital at 10%. Respectively 800, 500 and 700 recovered as interest on drawing, means amount of IOD is already provided. Provide 8% per annum interest on current account balances. On then fourth point, from 1st November 16, monthly salary of 800 is payable to Isha. So 1st November to 31st March is 4 months, so accordingly it has to be multiplied with 4 months, that will give 800 into 4. 5 months. 1st November to 31st March will be equal to 5 months. So 800 into 5 months, that will give 4,000, and rupees 3,500 of divisible profit is to be transferred to building fund. Profit for the year ending 31st March 17 before incorporation of above mentioned adjustment, but after incorporation of effect of interest on Isha's loan is 20,880, means the amount of profit provided is after interest on loan. We are required to prepare P&L appropriation, capital account and current account. Now preparation of accounts for the same. Okay, so this is the solution part. Things required are P&L appropriation account, fixed capital account and current account. Now sequence wise posting of entries. First step, opening balance of their capitals were 40,000, 40,000, 20,000. As we are dealing with fixed capital method, these balances would be recorded in fixed capital account as opening balance, rupees 40,000, rupees 40,000 and rupees 20,000. Thereafter, second point provided was balance of their current accounts. So current accounts for Isha and Saraswati were 5,000 and 4,000 credit, so they will be posted on credit side, but for Lakshmi the balance of current account was 3,000 debit, so it has to be recorded on debit side of current account. Then next point, total drawings of partners were provided 20,000 and it were in ratio of 2:1:2. Total drawings 20,000. Drawings are recorded on debit side of current account to be divided in ratio of 2:1:2. So 8,000, 4,000 and 8,000 would be the amount of drawings. Then next point, loan provided by partner Isha. So loan is never recorded here, it is directly recorded in balance sheet, but interest on same is to be considered as a charge and charges are to be recorded in P&L. However, we are not preparing P&L account, so it has to be shown as deduction from profit over here. Now how to calculate? The first loan granted by Isha was on 30th November. First loan granted by Isha was on 30th June, and second loan was granted on 1st October. So on 30th June, 3,000 was the amount of loan at the rate of 6% as not provided in deed. So 3,000 into 6% will give 180 for full year. From 30th June to 31st March will be 9 months. So accordingly 180 into 9/12 will give 135. Same way, second loan was granted on 1st October of 2,000. So 2,000 into 6%, 120 for full year. From 1st October to 31st March, that is 6 months. That will be accordingly 60. So the total amount of interest on loan comes to 195. that will be shown as a deduction from profit, and second effect of same would be in liability, which we are not required to prepare. Then last point, on 30th November Lakshmi introduced additional capital. So when partner brings additional capital, entry is cash to capital, so it will lead to increase in capital balances. So cash to capital by cash bank, and amount will be posted on credit side of fixed capital account. Finally, coming towards appropriations. So first point, provide 10% interest on capital. 10% interest on capital based on their opening capitals. So for interest on capital is expense for firm and income for partner. So expense to be recorded on debit side of P&L appropriation to interest on capital. Now calculation wise, 40,000 into 10%, that will give 4,000. For second partner, 40,000 into 10%, again 4,000. For third partner, 20,000 into 10% will give 2,000. But this partner brought in additional capital as well of 12,000. So on 12,000 at the rate of 10%, it gives 1,200. But the amount of capital, additional capital, was brought on 30th November. So accordingly, for 4 months, 1,200 into 4 by 12, that will give 400. So the total value of interest on capital for third partner will be 2,400, and accordingly we will get the total of interest on capital 10,400. Second effect of same would be on credit side of current account to be credited to partner's current account, 4,000, 4,000 and 2,400. Then interest on drawings, 800, 500, 700, this value is directly provided, so we will be directly crediting it to partner's P&L appropriation account, and it will be recorded as charge from partner's point of view. So partner's current accounts have to be debited. Then next point, provide 8% interest on opening balance of current account. So if current account has credit balance, interest will be provided. Like for these two partners, Isha and Saraswati have 5,000 and 4,000 credit balance, so they are supposed to receive 8% interest. 5,000's 8% will be 400, 4,000's 8% would be 320. Now this interest will be received by partner and paid by firm. So interest on credit balance of current account will be expense from firm's point of view, 400 and 320, so total comes to 720. Same way, for partner Lakshmi, she had negative balance of capital or debit balance of capital current account, so she is supposed to pay interest. So it will be income from firm's point of view by interest on debit balance of current account of Lakshmi. It will be equal to 3,000 into 8%, that will be 240, and second effect over here 240. Then next point, coming towards next point, this partner Isha was to be provided monthly salary of 800 from 1st November. So 1st November to 31st March is 5 months, so 800 into 5 months will be 4,000. Salary paid by firm to the partner is considered as appropriation to be recorded as expense to salary to Isha, 4,000, and income from partner's point of view to partner's current account would be credited by rupees 4,000. Then next point, 3,500 of divisible profit is to be transferred to building fund account. So whatever the divisible profit comes out of that, 3,500 is to be transferred to building fund. It is considered as an appropriation, and second effect of same will be in liability, which is not required. And finally, the profit of the firm after interest on loan was 20,880. 20,880 is after interest on loan. So if the answer or profit after interest on loan is 20,880, what would be profit before interest on loan? So for that we need to add interest on loan, and we will get the value of profit before interest on loan. Now finally, balancing part. The total of credit exceeds total of debit. So difference on debit side will be termed as divisible profit to be transferred to partner's current account, so to partner's current account, and second effect of same will be on credit side of current account by P&L appropriation account. And this profit was supposed to be distributed in capital ratio, which was 2:2:1. So accordingly, 4,500 difference value divided in ratio of 2:1, that will give 1,800, 1,800 and 900, and the same is posted to the credit side of current account. That's all. And finally we need to carry out balancing. So in balancing of fixed capital, total of credit will be exceeding debit, so difference on debit side would be termed as closing capital, 40,000, 40,000 and 32,000. Whereas in case of current account, for Isha and Saraswati, credits are exceeding debit, so difference will be on debit side. Whereas for partner Lakshmi, total of debit is exceeding credit, so difference will be on credit side, and accordingly it would be recorded as closing balance or balance carried down. Okay, continuing to its next question. Prerna, Paras and Jayshree are partners in firm on 1st April 16. Their capitals were 1,50,000, 90 and 60,000. That is opening capital. Drawings of Prerna is 15,000 on 1st July and Paras 24,000 on 30th October. They distribute half the profit in capital proportion and remaining half in ratio of 2:1. This was done in previous class. Jayashree has lent out loan of 30,000 on 1st October 16 to the firm. Loan granted by partner to the firm. As per partnership deed, per annum 5% interest on capital, 12% interest on drawings is to be provided. Paras is to be paid annual salary of 18,000 for his active role in the firm. 10% commission is to be given to Prerna from surplus of profit after providing for above mentioned appropriations, provisions, and after deduction of her commission, after charging such commission. So into rate divided by 100 plus rate. Profit for the year ending 31st March 17 for the before incorporation of above mentioned adjustment, but after charging interest on loan of Jayashree was 129,450. It was decided that after consideration of above mentioned adjustment and transfer of profit and loss to capital account, means completing all the entries related to this question, total capital of new firm will be identical to opening capital. This means the total capital of new firm will be identical to opening capital. So what is your opening capital? Refer to opening capital 150 plus 90 plus 60, that was 3 lakh. So the closing capital also has to be equal to 3 lakh only. This is what they mean to say. Total capital of firm has to be identical to opening capital, which should be in proportion of 2:2:1, and this capital now has to be in ratio of 2:1. For this purpose, required amount will be introduced by partner or excess will be withdrawn by partners. Means excess if withdrawn and deficit if will be introduced by partner. We are required to prepare P&L appropriation and capital accounts. Now again, solution wise. Again, to begin with, opening capitals were provided. As nothing is clarified, it is implied we are dealing with fluctuating capital method. So first step, post the balance of their capital in capital accounts. So for Prerna 1,50,000, for Paras 90, on for Jayashree 60,000. These were opening capitals. Then drawings of Prerna and Paras are given 15,000 and 24,000. So that will be debited to their account. Then next point, they distribute profit half in capital proportion, half equally. So that will be done only when we receive divisible profit. Then Jayashree has lent out a loan of rupees 30,000 on 1st October. So loan of 30,000, rate of interest on loan is not given. So interest will be 6%. That will come to 1,800 for full year. From 1st October to 31st March, that comes to 900. Interest on loan is considered as a charge. So it has to be deducted from profit. And second effect will be in liability. As per the partnership deed, 5% interest on capital is to be provided. So interest on capital based on opening capital 1,50,000 into 5%, 7,500, 90,000 into 5%, 4,500, 60,000 into 5%, 3,000. So total amount of interest comes to 15,000. And second effect of same will be in credit of capital account 7,500, 4,500 and 3,000. Then next point, Paras is to be provided annual salary of 18,000 for active role in firm. The annual salary of 18,000 based on his annual provided to partner Paras. So it will be again credited to his capital account. Then interest on drawing was to be charged at 12%. So interest on drawings will be based on value of drawings, and drawings were 15,000 and 24,000 at the rate of 12%. For first partner it will be for 9 months, and for second partner it will be for 6 months. So accordingly interest comes to 1,350 and 1,200. So total credited to interest P&L appropriation and debited to partner's capital account 1,350 and 1,200. Then next point, 10% commission was to be given to Prerna on surplus profit after charging such commission. So for that we need to simplify all the remaining entries. So first sum it up. The profit of the firm at the end of the question was given, it was 129,450, but it was after interest on loan. So if the profit is after interest on loan, that means outer value is available. So if we add amount of interest on loan, profit before interest on loan will become this one. However, we are concerned with this value. So now on balancing, total of credit minus total of debit up till now means 129,450 plus 2,550 minus 15,000 minus 18,000. Resulting answer comes to 99,000. And this 99,000, on this we need to calculate commission at the rate of 10%. So into 10 divided by 110. On simplification, we will get 9,000 as commission payable to partner Prerna, and that will be credited to Prerna's account. Finally, we will be balancing and we will be getting the divisible profit on Calculation, total of credit minus debit, difference comes to 90,000 and this 90,000. For this again it was specified half amount is to be distributed in capital ratio and half in ratio of 2:2:1. So on simplification, the resulting answer will be accordingly 40,500 for first partner, 31,500 for second partner, 18,000 for third partner, and the same profits will be credited to their accounts. And this is the way we will be further balancing their accounts. On balancing, as the total of credit for all the three partners is more than debit, difference on debit side will be 196.50, 1,18,800 and 81,000. Now coming towards last part, after posting the same balance on credit side, what the decided term was, they want to keep the opening capital as closing capital and it has to be in ratio of 2:1. So we have already seen the opening capital of these partners 150 plus 90 plus 60, it was 3 lakh, and this 3 lakh has to be now in ratio of 2:1 as closing capital. So first note it down as closing capital to balance carried down. For partner Prerna it would be equal to 1,20,000. For partner Paras it will be equal to 1,20,000 and for partner Jayshri it will be equal to 60,000. This is what they want, but however their additional existing capitals may be more or less, so that has to be adjusted. Like for partner Prerna, total of credit is more than debit. As the total of credit is 196.50 and total of debit is only 120, that means this partner has excess capital of 70,650. So this partner will withdraw this money. When partner will withdraw money, entry will be Prerna's capital to cash or bank. Same way for partner Paras. Paras has only 1,18,800 as capital, whereas required is 1,20,000. So this partner is required to bring in 1,200. As this partner will bring in cash, entry will be cash to capital in order to make his capital 1,20,000, his or her. Same way for third partner. Existing capital is 81 but required is only 60. That means this partner will withdraw 21,000 from his account, so to cash bank, and this would be the amount of capital withdrawal and additional capital to be introduced by partner. So that's all about today. Thank you. Have a good day.